Hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast. I'm your host. Alongside me, I've got Sports Matter. What a day of footy. ANZAC Day. And, the earlier game, the Swans were too good in the end for the Hawks. I think it was 41 points in the end, but
yeah, it's 41
that
points.
doesn't
There's
do
a lot
justice.
closer than that.
There's a lot closer than that. That does not do justice of how the game was played. It was actually fairly close towards the end there, but the Swans just ran away. And then obviously the traditional ANZAC Day game, the PIES and the Eagles. And the PIES were victorious in, 11 points in the end.
Yeah.
PIES were too good for the Dons, but they gave a good effort, did the Bombers, and I expected that. I expected it was going to be fairly close, but I did tip the PIES. Did you as well?
Well, I was supporting the Dons, so the Hawks would be still in the 8, but not the way.
How'd you see your team's game a little bit more expanded on?
Oh, look, we started very well, but apart from that, we didn't do anything really. But our defence was holding up so well, and then they just got so tight in that last quarter. Like, I reckon our supporters should be still pretty happy with how we played, but Tassie's not a fortress like it used to be for us, I feel.
Yeah. What about North? Would you tend to say that's the same there?
Well, yeah, they got thumped, but yeah.
Welcome to all the viewers.
I don't know.
I don't think I said that, but it was the PIES and the Bombers, in case I said that.
Hawthorn played very well. Like, we did very well, but as soon as they hit the lead.
G'day, Just Cause. Yeah, as soon as they hit the lead, how long was there to go when Swans hit the front?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. And
then they
just
kicked like 9
and
in a row.
then they won.
Or at 7 in a row or something.
Yeah. Unbelievable. G'day, everybody in the stream. Couple of suggestions.
Some very good signs for us, though, heading into Melbourne next week. Like, I don't think we can beat the D's, but even if we just get blown off the park in that last quarter, but are still very competitive throughout against the D's, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of viewers who want us to talk about some other games. So Lockie Miller's gone to talk about Rose and the Cats. Well, we just touched on it quickly there. Cameron?
Yeah.
Jeremy Cameron? He kicked 7 goals. Cats funked them. And what about the clash strip of Geelong? We haven't seen it in bloody ages.
That was good. That's a good jumper.
I like it. I think they should wear it more. I mean, there's not much reason to, but not as a home because it's iconic.
It's a lot better. The blue on the back. It got a bit to get used to, but
you could almost say it's better than their white version, but their white version's more traditional, and that's what should be their home jumper. But like, if you're just ranking it off a jumper, would you almost say that blue version's a little bit better?
Yeah, it is.
I'd say it is better. But in terms of them using it as a home, would be extremely unlikely because it's traditional, the predominantly white kit. And from a Geelong fan, Lockie Miller tends to agree that it should be their home jumper. Yeah, it's a good jumper. It's a real good jumper. How about the Q clash rather? Says Jaden. What did Brisbane win by in the end? I'm not entirely sure how many. I know it was a little bit of a smashing.
50 something.
Okay, a little bit. A smashing. I didn't catch too much of that game. I saw the start of it, and the PIES. The PIES did win it today, but it was the Lions in that game that got the job done pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
So my tips, I got every tip right Sunday and Monday's games. It was Saturday, I believe, where I didn't do as good. How many tips did I get this week? How many did you get? You got 7? I'll quickly check. I reckon I got 7 as well.
The Dogs who lost, and I tipped the Hawks who lost.
You tipped the Hawks. I'll quickly check how many I got. Send your questions through in chat. about the football. So I got 7 as well.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 I got wrong were the Dogs, and I got... what else? What other game did I get wrong? Carlton. I tipped the Blues. Tipped the Blues against the Dockers. They didn't win it for me. On the back to the Geelong Guernsey saga, Lockie Miller's gone. White would be home and blue would be away. Yeah. What about the shorts? Because the shorts, their home's blue, white rather, but like sometimes they wear the blue shorts. Blue shorts look quite good, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, white a bit more traditional as
It wouldn't
such.
be like for a bad away, like properly away kit. Like if they just wore that at the G against like Collingwood, it'd be.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon it's good kit, but.
Yeah. Cats facing Dockers at GMHBA next week will be interesting.
Oh, yeah, it'd be interesting, and if Dockers can pull it off, that would be unreal.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sold on the Dockers for the first 4-something rounds, but now I'm not far away off saying that they might be a chance for top 4, because I reckon they'll make the 8, but I don't know about. Yeah.
Jaden says he tipped the Dogs and Adelaide won, and I tipped the Blues after their previous contests versus Freo, but Freo won. Yeah, same as me. They're the 2 I got wrong. Apart from that, a good rant. Footy Lover says they need a new kit. The PIES? What, the Cats? Well, they can't have that darker blue because that's even more clash. But the white clasher, what would be the kit, Footy Lover? What would be a more white kit? A more less Geelong stripes?
Yeah.
Or do you just go without? They've done it for many years. Or do the PIES do something? Even if they're the home team.
It depends.
But it's okay at the moment. Yeah.
Whoever's the away has to do something.
Yeah. I'd say so. Big show tonight, and we've got all new stingers.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple of new segments as well. And topic of the week has been scrapped for this week. It may make a return next episode, but for this week we're not going to do topic of the week. But we've got a couple of other new segments which will be coming later in the show. Footy Lover says white Guernsey with a big cat. I mean, not sure how that would look, but it's not a bad idea. I guess if you got the cat right, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. But in terms of versing North Melbourne, if they're away, I think that that darker blue kit looked quite good.
Yeah.
I would say, in my personal opinion.
Anyways, we're going to kick it off. North Melbourne.
Yeah. Quickly. In terms of North Melbourne. All right. He'll be back in a second. He's just grabbing something to eat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, read a bit of chat. They have a green training Guernsey, maybe. Do they? Or are you just saying maybe? Oh, he's back. What were you going to say?
I thought North would improve this year, but will they just finish last?
I don't think they finished last, but bottom 4 definitely, I'd say. Yeah. All right, we're going to kick it off. Opening segment, a new stinger. It is your goal and your mark of the week. It is best of the week, and it is brought to you by Sportsnet 129. Kick it off.
So we'll start with the goal of the week. Blake Acres smashed through a really good snap, miracle goal on the boundary line. The commentators were a bit flat about it, I felt, as well.
No, it was a crazy goal, that one.
Yeah. And Mark of the Week, I'm not sure if many people saw this, but Dylan Moore got an absolute specky today. So good for him, good for the Hawks, but we couldn't prevail, which is unfortunate, I guess. And then, Mark of the Week goes to Dylan Moore, goal of the week goes to Blake Acres. I feel like Blake Acres could get goals a year with that, but it wasn't that hyped out, compared to if Nick
could. At the moment, I'd almost say that is goal of the year. Would you say that's goal of the year right now, right here?
Yeah, I reckon it is.
Thus far.
But, I reckon
there'll be a better goal to come. Better goals to come. You would say?
If Christian Petrarca kicked that or something, it'd be like, oh, that's goal of the year. Just hasn't been talked about.
Yeah. Well, cheers for that. Best of the week. A new stinger for best of the week. We'll have a different stinger when it's cricket season again because that was a footy-orientated stinger. But now it's time to bring in a special guest appearance. And a few of you might know who he is. We did a stream earlier today in the morning, chatting with him. And he's here now for a little bit in the episode. It is, of course, the man that used to be on this podcast. He left after Ep 7, but he's back for the reunion episode. It is a warm and a welcome applause. IJN.
Yeah, g'day. How are we?
Remember that voice? He's back. He's back in the buildings of the Imperfect Professionals headquarters, and he's back for one last episode.
Yeah, well, exactly.
He's back for the reunion. It's the reunion show. It's been a while, and there's something out of place, and it's this is the positioning that's usually.
I thought you meant my logo being off center.
Oh, that was a close second, but that's usually the setup when this man's here. But hang on, you're just a special guest. Me and Sports are the host, so you can go.
And
you can go back there
again.
But no, in all seriousness, welcome. The big return.
Yeah,
Jamie's not here full time, but he's just in as a special guest for tonight's episode.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Prime time.
Straight after the footy. How'd you see the footy, firstly?
I was good. PIES running away with it in the end. I'm guessing you're talking about today's game. PIES running away with it in the end. Big crowd at the G. Yeah, real good.
And what about the earlier game between the Swans and the Hawks?
Yeah, interesting in the end with the Swans getting away with it. Unfortunate for Paddy McCartan. He's come off with another head knock. So hopefully he'll be able to recover from that. But with Swans running away with it at the end, it looked like it was all the Hawks in the last quarter. But then, kicked away and, 40-something point win.
Yeah, so about today's earlier stream, we basically chatted with you. Sportsnut wasn't here because he's only for the real episodes. He doesn't join he joined the first one-off stream, but he likes prime time is what he does. He likes to be on the real episodes, not some one-off streams. But me and you were there, and it went extremely well. The introduction for you coming in, I tried to quote Mark Howard when Uzi Kawaja got his century, I believe. Not quote it, but it was the same line as he's back, he's better than ever. But I said he's bigger than ever. Now, if we're talking popularity-wise, then yes, you are bigger than ever. On TikTok, I believe you've been talking about it. How's that cricket? How many followers does it have? What's happening over there in the world of TikTok?
Yeah, we're edging towards 100, which is pretty good. Currently, 87.
87. Yep. And how long have you been doing that for? Starting it up?
A month or two. Really doing it. So.
Yeah. So what's it called? What's the official name for viewers to Give it a follow if they haven't already.
It's How's That Cricket? No spaces. With 2 underscores after.
How's That Cricket? 2 underscores. Is this man's TikTok account.
Yep.
He's got some good stuff on there. And in the world, what do you say? How's that cricket? Obviously, cricket.
Yeah.
Videos and stuff.
TikTok sector.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like that. Yeah. So, cricket. How's the cricket been going for you? Obviously, Pakistan tour, Australia, Pakistan, that tour.
IPL, bit of county cricket.
County cricket. It's all happening.
Yeah, I think Australia's got a tour coming up against Sri Lanka.
They do.
A month or 2.
Yes, and Amar,
that'll be good.
A great player, arguably, probably the best Sri Lankan to play for Sri Lanka. Of course, he's that's his name, Lasith Malinga. Now, he's not playing; he's retired. But we don't have vision. But this man was talking about him, and I think it was the first edition of Best of the Week.
He's a Sri Lankan.
Well, he didn't say that. What'd you say?
I thought he was a Sri Lankan. I thought he was a Sri Lankian. But no, he's just a Sri Lankan.
He's different, obviously. A lot different, no. He couldn't say Sri Lankan, but no, that's, in all seriousness, that is who Australia is playing.
Yeah.
Over in Sri Lanka. Is it? Yep. When's that kicking off?
Which is good because last year there wasn't.
Do you know when that's starting?
It's next month or the month after.
Rightio. Sportsnet, do you want to welcome the great man, IJM? You haven't spoken to him in a while in terms of being on
June,
the
July.
Huge. Yeah, it is huge getting him back. Hey, mate, obviously, Ep 7, you finished that night. What's been some... I've seen you in the chats every now and again. Any criticism, any feedback on just me and Sportsnet doing it? What would you give?
Nah, I think Sportsnet's taken on Best of the Week.
Obviously.
Well.
Yeah. But one thing he needs to do... just butt in here. One thing he needs to do, we were talking about this earlier on today's morning stream. You added in run out of the week, catch of the week, stumping of the week, maybe. What else was it?
Overstep of the week.
Or no ball of the week.
Yeah, no ball of the week.
I don't know if Sportsnet's had a crack. Yeah, I don't know if Sportsnet's had a crack at the cricket version, but he has mark and goal when it's footy season. Now, he hasn't introduced any others. Now, we were thinking, me and IJ, in this morning stream, don't know if Sportsnet was listening or not, but he wasn't there. And, what could you do with footy? I think it's a little bit easier with cricket, to be honest.
Yeah.
We were thinking, tackle, disposal, I don't know about 50. Handball. 50. That's good from you. That's very 50
good.
Of the week. That's very good from you. I expect to see that tonight. In fact, Best of the Week's already over. Next week, I want to see that 50 of the week. But and then you said Torp of the week and Banana of the week, Check Side of the week and stuff like that. It's a little bit harder.
Yeah, it is because they don't get kicked every week.
Dribble of the week.
The what, sorry? The dribble of the week.
Dribble. I want to see Jason Dunstall style blow up at someone kicking a dribble.
That's gold. Anyway, as I said, we've got a couple of new segments here on the Imperfect Professionals. And one of those is debuting tonight. And one of those segments, which is the segment we're about to bring to you, involves you.
Me? Or
you.
Oh.
You. The one that is talking. I'm talking currently.
Yeah.
IJM.
Yeah.
This is in 60 seconds. So I have 12 questions, random questions, and you have 60 seconds to get through these 12 questions. You have to answer them or try your best to. If my maths is correct, that's 5 seconds per question that you've got.
So there's 12 questions?
So, yeah, there's 12 questions.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. So, it's for you. And, you know, he doesn't know what the topics are or what the questions are.
Yeah.
So, think on your feet. So, yes, the segment is called In 60 Seconds, and your time to answer the questions in 60 seconds starts now. Favourite sport?
Cricket.
Favourite sports person?
Marnus Labuschagne.
Second favourite AFL team?
Carlton.
Least favourite AFL team?
GWS.
Favourite cricketer?
Marnus Labuschagne.
Favourite drink?
Pepsi Max.
Favourite song?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Favourite movie?
Cars.
Favourite chocolate?
Crunchy.
Favourite book?
50 Greatest Cricketers of All Time.
Favourite band?
Queen.
And last but not least, favourite podcast?
The Great Cricketer.
Oh, what you were going to say? Okay. Well, there you go. In 60 seconds. Oh, anyway,
You
we'll
tried
move
to
on
set yourself
from.
up there, didn't you?
Anyway, we'll move on from that. We'll go to the next segment. It is another new segment. It is Bring It Back, or is it Whack? Some old Guernseys that are no longer used, and Sportsnut, or tonight it'll be IJM as well, will be saying if these jumpers should be brought back or if they're no good, they're whack. Here it is. Bring it back, or is it whack? Expectations. Go into it.
Yeah, should be good. Love a bit of Guernsey.
So we got 3 Guernseys is what we'll do per segment. If you want to, in chat, we'll get the chat involved here. If you want to, if you just write down some old Guernseys that, are no longer used, like some historic ones or whatnot, and then we could show them in the next episode. But we've got 3 here for you guys to rank. And so this is the first one. So an Adelaide Crows Guernsey from, I believe, 2014. It was a Clash Guernsey. I think it was classified as the murder of crows. It was supposed to be. Bring it back, or is it whack? Gentlemen.
Bring it back. It's good.
Apart from it looking like something I painted in Kinder, I actually quite like it.
Yeah, well...
Yeah,
so,
I like the design. It's good. They should bring it back. It's better than the yellow one.
Oh, I like the yellow O'Brien's one.
I like the red one.
O'Neill's,
I'm not a big yellow.
Yeah,
Adelaide.
I just think O'Neill's makes good jerseys.
Yeah, but I'd say the red one is my favourite. Better than the blue, even.
This is ISC, isn't it?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
So you gentlemen are going to bring it back. Crows, they usually make some pretty good Clash Guernseys.
Well, you've got some interesting colours to work with.
Yeah, you do. With blue, red, and yellow. But I'd say this is a great Guernsey.
That's orange, not red, isn't it?
Well, I don't think they'd be using orange. So I'd say that's supposed to be yellow. Looks a bit orange, but I'd say it's
No, they're red. I think what's meant to be red.
What, the red or the yellow looks orange? The red.
The red.
It's an interesting concept and design, but I like it. I'd say bring it back if I had to rank it as well. This next one, arguably the worst jumper to ever live.
Yeah.
Where's the bag?
Now, actually, guess what team this is? Guess.
Yeah, well,
Where's
if you
so it's all
never seen this jumper, you'd say it was
Scotland.
But
it looks like tartan.
I like the design, what they're trying to do with the yellow brown things.
You like the design? Is that what you just said to it?
So
are you looking at the screen?
No, I'm
bring
joking.
it back,
It's terrible.
Where that looks like someone's going to be walking down the street with bagpipes wearing that.
Lenza says, bring it back for firewood. It's the worst Guernsey I've ever seen. Shannon Humphreys gives it a whack. That is the worst jumper, I'd say, out of all the jumpers. Terrible. I'd say, yeah. So it's Hawthorn. I'm not sure. Was it a pre-season Guernsey, I believe?
No.
And
I hope it didn't get chucked in the prime time.
The grand final.
If it was a pre-season jersey, I'm going to say bring it back.
I think it was 1980.
It matters who you're
around
playing.
that time. Around that time.
I'd like it for maybe an inter-squad because you're not clashing with the box hill jumper with it.
Why did we get you back on the podcast? You say that the Imperfect Professionals isn't your favourite podcast, and then you go on to say that.
It's a fun inter-squad. Throw it on because it's not clashing with anything, is it?
Anyway, so where's the blue? Hawthorn aren't blue. We can see the brown and the gold, the yellow. But what's the blue kicking about? Like the blue's not Hawthorn. Do you know the answer to this as a loyal Hawks fan, Sportsnut? I don't think he does. I don't think anyone does. Anyway, last Guernsey.
I was going to say, training jumpers, they always throw weird colours on.
This is the M&M light blue, quite historic Carlton light blue kit. I love it. Either love it or hate it, to be honest. You either
good
despise
for Clash
it,
Guernsey.
Or it's good.
This is the thing. Did they wear those light blue shorts with it?
I'm not entirely sure. But I'd say, looking at this Guernsey, I reckon it should be there away. Like, obviously, it could be done up a little bit better to make it more modern. But I think a light blue Guernsey.
I don't mind it. I reckon it's better than the blue, but it's just a bit plain and boring.
I like the away Guernsey this year. It's a little bit
more a heritage jumper. Like, if they added their brands on it and stuff, it'd look like a good jumper. So I'm going to say bring it back. It's better than their white with all the brands and stuff.
Let's bring it back.
Grey Clash for a bit. It just looked like washed it with like grey socks, and it was like a white. And like how it sort of just looked like it leaked on it. And then they went darker grey.
Then they had a yellow, one of these, at one point. But no, I'd say bring it back. Carlton's jumper they have this year is a little bit different from previous years with a monogram. It's a black blue outline. I'm a big fan of their one that they wore against Fremantle. I think that was the first time they wore it. Don't quote me on that, but I know they wore it against Fremantle. But no, some good jumpers. Two good jumpers, I'd say. This one here on screen right now, not as good. But that is the new segment.
I reckon next week for you boys. Get the Diamond Dog Guernsey.
The what?
Diamond Dogs. We use it in 97. It's very decisive.
If any other viewers here listening, watching, put some jumper suggestions for next week as well in. We can rank them. So there are some new segments. We got Bring It Back, or Is It Whack? And obviously the other one, which was in 60 seconds. Topic of the week will probably find its way back in next episode. But we do have to congratulate this man right here, ANZAC, IJM, footy lover, whatever he does, whatever he's gone by. You coming back, and we thank you for making a return.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers.
obviously, obviously we put together that video, some of your best bits from the podcast up to episode 7.
Use this again.
No, we're not. I used it this morning. I think that's enough. It's been given a workout. It's got an own video. Got 2 in the Ep7 app. I think it's enough. It's overplayed. But no, it's very good. That 1 minute and 39 second clip of some of your best work on the pod. Do you reckon we could add any tonight? Have you added anything?
Don't know. Maybe a bit of the stuff on the tartan jumper, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say. What about your in 60 seconds? That was the debut of the segment. I reckon you answered them well. So
we should keep that. But then again, we'd have to get a special guest on every week to keep it. Unless you just did it to me, but it would get boring.
There'd be different questions, and it doesn't have to be questions. It could be think of this in a minute. But next week it'll be
it might be
questions similar. So it doesn't have to be like that. It's just a thing you do in 60 seconds.
Awesome.
So So sport, you went cricket, I believe. Sports person minus Labuschagne. Same with favourite cricketer. Second favourite AFL team, Carlton. Why's Carlton?
I don't know. I had to think on the fly there. I couldn't think of one.
Well, mine are Carlton.
I reckon it's nearly north. Just because they don't beat us.
Well, mine's Carlton because my father. He goes for the Blues, so that'd be my second favourite team. Who'd you go least? GWS. Don't you have some of their merch? A scarf?
Yeah, but they're GWS.
Yeah. So why don't you like GWS?
Well, I'm a Bulldogs fan. That should sum it up.
Yeah, well, we know the rivalry, but answer the question, is the rivalry dying a little bit?
No, it's not.
No? Okay. A little bit.
Maybe now that Tom Boyd's retired and Ryan Griffin's retired, it's taken a little bit of spice out of it.
Favourite song, you went Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen. I mean, it's a great song. It's a terrific song. That's a great song. What'd you go with chocolate? What crunchy, I believe. That's a great choice. I don't know what book you went with.
50 Greatest Cricketers.
50 great, yeah. And then podcast, you went with the Grade Cricketer, which is a pretty good podcast. I've listened to a couple of their episodes that they've put out, but
it's not as good as like ours.
Oh yeah, obviously, but
it matters. Yeah,
they'll get there one day. Nah.
They've just transferred on the StreamYard, so they're on the up.
Alrighty, they're getting there. And then band you went with Queen, I believe.
Yeah,
the people that wrote Bohemian Rhapsody. What are some other hits by Queen that you enjoy? Any other songs, or is it a one-hit wonder band for you? Which they're not, but for you, in your personal opinion. Got some other good songs
between them and a couple of others, but they were just ones that first flew into my head. But another one, Bites the Dust.
I love that song, yeah. And then We Will Rock You and We Will Rock You.
We're the Champions.
We're the Champions. Yeah. But another one, Bites the Dust, it's a great tune as well. Queen. Good band. But no, well, cheers for answering those questions. We've got some, while we've been talking, reviewing what you answered, there's been some chat about the Guernseys. So, Sportsnut, do some Indigenous Guernseys, he says. I love Indigenous round because some of the Guernseys, they're great. They look awesome.
Yeah.
There's some great Indigenous Guernseys. So, I reckon we could probably do some of them in future eps because there's some great Indigenous Guernseys out there. West Coast Eagles, Western Bulldogs, and Brisbane Lions. So Shannon Humphreys. What they're Guernseys? Like, what Guernseys from them do you mean? Not entirely sure what you mean there, but yeah. We'll probably do some Indigenous Guernseys along the way and stuff like that. Usually it will just be me and Sports not ranking them, but obviously we had the great man down the bottom.
Yep.
Which also answered them, but I think that'll wrap it up. Episode 12. We'll be back next week. Me and Sports Nut. Oh, we might get another special guest on. You don't know, and I don't know either right now. But that's going to do it for episode 12. Cheers, ANZAC, for getting back on the pod.
Yeah.
It's unreal. And this might not be your last time. You might come back in a year time. Maybe the 1 year anniversary. You might hop in for 20 minutes. You don't know. But
the 1 year anniversary.
The 1 year anniversary. November? I believe that's a while away.
Go and spam Imperfect Professionals right on card stream.
Well, we're going to end, but that's anyway. But no, we'll be back next week. Cheers, IJM. I've said it about 100 times, but in all seriousness, we do thank you for hopping back on.
Yeah. And go into Cardi stream and write Imperfect Professionals Raid.
And, we're ending now. But no, cheers to everyone in chat.
Right at the end.
Cheers everyone for in chat, your input. And we'll be back next week, as I said, for episode 13. Should we play your best bits for the? No, that's overused. It's been overused. Anyway, we did promise the viewers this. Hang on, before we did promise the viewers this morning's stream. You said you're gonna have a go at some goodbyes in some other languages. Obviously, this was quite historic in one episode. It'd be quite historic. Righto. All right. This is the. So he's gonna Google them and then he's gonna try to pronounce them. He did pretty well, didn't he? Anyway, this has been the Imperfect. This has been the Imperfect Professionals Podcast. See you next episode.
Righto. Adios. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Sayonara. Well, au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.
Alright, just wasting time.
Aloha. Yeah, let's try and reach enough time to make this look like we did and stuff. Get those watch hours up. Afrikaans. Touch the end.
Oh, that's it. Cut. Ep over. See you next week. No, goodbye. We're going.
Donde Gogovi. I'm definitely not multilingual. Croatian. Vavel. Touch the end. Au revoir. Aloha. Namaste. Vislat. Aslan. Bail.
Yeah, let's just end.
Adios. Yeah, right.